Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay. Testing, testing. Okay. Just wasn't working. I'll stop the infinite reverb. Okay. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. That should be good. Okay, so we're just going to pretend none of that ever happened and go back from the beginning. Welcome to the stream. Big announcement. I am now sponsored by vechtklingen.de. You can see the logo in the top right. They are basically the European needle blade, and they're expanding into gloves and socks, and they have wireless caliber fencing and all that good stuff. If you use the code ROBOTKLINGEN, all caps, you get 5% off on anything they have, including also video analysis sessions with their sponsored athletes, most notably Alexandra Ehler from Germany. And also, most importantly, 20% of profits go to Ukrainian children, which is extremely nice, and I didn't know about it until they told me on their sponsorship. So we have another about 20 minutes until fencing starts in Marrakech. I'm going to be doing Marrakech and Budapest today until I pass out or something. But I'm going to be going as long as I can. While we wait, we're going to check out the results so far, pools and preliminary tableau. So pool 1, we saw Lucrezia Paulus take the pool. Pool 2, we saw Marie-France Kandasamy take the pool. Pool 3, we saw Katrina Lehis take the pool. This is all pretty chalk so far. Kim Heng-yoon, who I don't know, but I don't know anybody in this pool. I guess she's one to watch now. Split pool in pool 5, but Alicia Klasik takes it, it looks like, with, 2 losses. 3+7s. So Maria Alvim takes the pool with only 1 loss, despite having a worse indicator, which is fun. Leonora McKinnon and Camille Lebet in the same pool somehow, impossibly. Leonora McKinnon, all wins except 1 shout out against Camille Lebet, who takes the pool with 5 wins, 6 wins. It's crazy. Wow, split pool. Kinga Dekani Kinga from Hungary. Let's see, anything. Angeline Farr takes the pool. That's the all A Farr's family. Bechmerzova takes the pool. Splits it with Zittel, but she's got the head-to-head. I don't know if that means anything. Lauren Rimby takes the pool because French are just really good fencers. Lim Tae-hee takes the pool. And Camelia Elcord, I don't know. I assume that's probably some sister. Klughart. So many pools. This is such a deep tournament. Anything interesting jumping out? Let's see. Angela Krieger, only 2 wins. That's crazy. Julia Belyayeva sweeps. I feel like she's been quiet recently, but she's really good. Jana Botvinnik takes the pool. Fences for Colombia, I think. And Eliana Lugo, there's been a couple of failed to appears. I don't know if the Venezuelans missed their flight or what. Or just they signed up and decided not to go. That's probably more likely, considering how hard it is to get to Marrakech from Venezuela. Probably 2 flights in like a day in the plane. This one really bothered me because they're so close to the perfect tableau. But Cassia Nixon took it over Vanessa Heinz. Alicia Clarissi, Kierna Oxenreader, who I have actually spent a lot of time studying in the past couple of weeks, because she looks like just your standard counterattacking French gripper, but there's something about her that's just really good that I don't quite get yet. Amanda Pekovsky, Louise Ultjarn. There's one guy in fantasy, and you should all be playing fantasy fencing at fencingdatabase.com/fantasy, who is just super homer and picks all the Swedes all the time. And I think he actually did pick Louise Ultjarn as his third, despite the fact that she's clearly better than Emma Franzen now. All right, any notable upsets in the preliminary tableaus? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. Bekhmarzova goes through. Aurora Favre goes through. Yana Shemakina does not go through. Isabel Ditella goes through. Gomez Lopez, the 8 seed, loses her first bout to the 121 seed. Emma Franzen loses her first bout, so shoutouts to that. DCR, you know who you are. Haruna Baba does not go through. Baba Haruna. Brovka goes through. Alexandra Ehler almost goes through. She's my new teammate. Should I go root for her? Alicia Klasik goes through. That's pretty standard. Caroline Nixon, the 100 seed, 157 seed, beats her sister in a tight bout, and then loses to Alexandra Louis-Marie. Makes sense. Kai Lu goes through. 125/4, that's crazy. Let's see. Alois Van Rizzo goes through. Kofayeta goes through, that tracks. I don't know any of these people. Jade Surso goes through. I'm sure there's a more French way to pronounce that, but I don't know what it is. Sarah Maria Kowalczyk goes through, which is crazy. Erica Cupid was really good, but so is Kowalczyk. Victoria Hilrig goes from 123 to this top 64. Barbara Breich goes through. I don't think they've heard of her before, but she's clearly good. She's a 7 seed out of pools. Magdalena Pavlovska goes through. She's 17 feet tall, and it's crazy. Her and John Edison Rodriguez are the two people I was watching them walking around in person. It just blew my mind how tall they were. Let's see. Marzani goes through. That makes sense. Mihoyo Yoshimura goes through. It's probably a name to watch because I don't know that one yet. Lenore McKinnon goes through. Makes sense after she got podium in Budapest. Expect to see a lot more of her, I think. Alea Luti goes through, another of the top French fencers. Louis Chan Wai Ling goes through from the 2 seed. 13-6, 15-8, pretty easy. We got Song Sarah versus Ren Kishimoto. That's probably just going to be 15 counterattacks from Song Sarah, 15 long low lines. Any good bouts that are worth watching? Oxenreader McKinnon will be interesting, mostly because I just really want to figure out Tina Oxenreader's fencing. Husisian Favre will be interesting because I think Favre took out Husisian last time in Budapest. Esther Muhari just swept NCAA championships or something, fencing for Notre Dame. It'll be interesting against Kai Lu. Rosella Fiamingo, of course, is 5'6" and phenomenally good despite that. I'd like to see her against Pavlovska, that's about worth watching just because they're really tall versus they're really short. Berkovsky, Kandasamy, Foyeta Bajura, Nadolo 11 seed. That's interesting. I didn't know she had popped back up so far. She had a lot of trouble last year when she switched to Kenya because the federation just was not prepared to okay, it's not happening yet. Federation was not prepared to support an athlete at that level. Kaylin Sia, I'm a big fan of her. She defense is really cool. Samira Kowalczyk is a higher seed than she really should have. That's so weird. Lower seed than she really should have, even though the number is higher. We got our Estonian contingent here, Belyayev, Valejas, and Embrick. Pavlovska Nabet. And Lutzi Park. So yeah, a bunch of good bouts in the 64 for a woman. In the men's, we have, actually let's check this real quick. $300 fencers in Marrakech. Insanity. That's so many fencers. I remember when 200 was like, oh man, we got big, but this is crazy. Yes, sir. And Minobe only losing to Kulochik. Walensky 4-2 with a shout against Kovacs. Another Portuguese failed to appear. It's not another, but a Portuguese failed to appear. Bardine 4-2. Yurka 5-1. Oyama, the best fencer I've personally ever beaten. Or in Rubis 5-1. There's no easy bouts in a pool in a World Cup. Everybody's good. Everybody's dangerous. Park Sang-young sweeps naturally, V4, V3. He's just old and tired and just wins off of no real effort because he's just that good. Santarelli sweeps. Taeyong almost sweeps. Cruz Chambry, he's my boy. Know him from the GP fencing Discord. You should go check out Sam GP. Sam Gallagher Pelote coaches at Academy of Fencer Masters. Now got a really cool YouTube channel and a fun Discord. Cruz Chambry trying to make it work as both a foilist and an epist and kind of doing it. He's at the Olympics too, which is more than most people can say. Curtis McDowell sweeps. Hopefully he's calmed down a little bit. In fact, sweeps. Sten Trinitz 5-1. Let's see anything else interesting. Omin Kwan I have not heard of. Oleg Nish is like phenomenal and only 1-1 and 3D4, 4D4. That's awful. That's actually really hurtful. It hurt, like not hurtful. That hurts my feelings. It hurts my heart. See somebody come this close. Fong Hui Sun sweeps. Really, you have like, because everybody is so good, you have like, you win them all and you get your bye, or you win nothing and you don't make the cut. And other than that, it's just so random. It's just if you win or you don't win. Like once you're in DEs, it's so difficult no matter what your ranking is. Like we saw in the women's, like people who were in the hundreds made it through to the 64. Somebody Soma with a V3 versus Maxime Bakeland. Finn Fafford 5-1. Very nice. Such a nice guy. Emir Gali 5-1 with only a D4 against Kador Budiman. No. Against Southie Zombor. Yu Ming Shang 5-1. South African failed to appear. It's weird. I don't usually see this many. I wonder if it was just difficult to get into Marrakech. Yang Feng Ming V3, V3, V3. So this guy is really counterattacky. He just does not want to attack. Roman Svishkar V4, V4, V4. There is a theory of fencing that if you're down late in a pool bout, you should just take the loss because at least your indicator won't get messed up more. Like if you lose 4-3, that's better than losing 5-3. Lucas Malcotti sweeps. Damien Michalak sweeps. Giulio Gaetani, 1 loss. Jonathan Masika is my clubmate. 2 losses, 1d4 versus Furuta. Let's see. Simone Mancarelli. Enrico Piatti sweeps with a v4 versus Gorbachev. Different Gorbachev. Mahmoud El Sayed sweeps with a v5 and a v4 and a v3, which is interesting. They always struck me as very aggressive fencers, El Sayeds. Farzanov 1 loss to Ode, and that was his only win, which is crazy. So this is a fun triangle. Brinkman beat Ode, Ode beat Farzanov, Farzanov beat Brinkman. I wonder if that was the first bout and you overestimated him or what. That puts us into the preliminary tableau. We don't want this, we want fencing vision. Let's take the piece 5, and then this will start making noise when it plays. And then we'll know the bouting has started. I should probably still want that up. Okay. Beautyman over Kovacs. That's crazy. Coming into the 64. Like I said, there's no easy bouts anywhere in a World Cup. And so you get the 64, so you still totally make it through. Minobe out to Bellman, which is wow. Adrian Favre over Prinitz, which is 15-14. It's crazy. Lopez Portier over Mohamed Yassin out to Krasniuk. Like this could be a 32 or 16 bout. And instead it's the 128, P128. And then Krasniuk out from into the 64 from 113. That's 1, 2, 3 high level bouts he's got to win. Castelli through. Cooper out. Butacchino through from 169. He's through. Gerard Ganel, Zapari in from 40. I remember Tristan Zapari because he won the junior and the senior event at Enac at the same tournament one year, a couple of years ago. Wazalowski Yurka threw from 8. It's almost more surprising that it's chalk. Bardenay in from 60, but he's Bardenay. So that's like on paper surprising, but not actually that surprising. Finn Fafford in from 28. Charlamov almost makes it from 149. Charlamov looks really big, but I fenced him in warm-ups and he's actually just really fast. He doesn't feel big, he feels fast. Justin Yu in from 53rd over Francisco Limardo. 15-8 over Alexei Bayari. This is a crazy bout. Wish that one was on stream. Kendrick John Joseph. I feel like his name should be reversed, but there you have it. Over Evgen Makienko. Mahmoud Mohsen from Egypt into the 64. Zain Jinkun, who I've never heard of before, over Gaetan Bia, who was like a couple of years ago. Gaetan Bia was the new wonder child of French fencing, but my unbased opinion, I have nothing to base this on, is that he's just screwed over by all the drama in the French Fencing Federation, and so he's kind of fallen off since then. Martin Rubis in, that's chalk. 126/3. Start times are really good. And then, of course, our boy Cruz Shembri in from 67. An easy victory over Kirill Pavlov. Jonathan Cohen in from 94 over Ramirez and Alimzanov, which is not easy. Alvaro Fernandez Calleja over Teddy Lombardo, over nobody else. Wimmer over Kuf, Valerio Cuomo, it's pretty chalk. Velioznansky is never an easy bout, but unlucky by Velioznansky. See. Clement Matrailer out first. Lan Ming Hao through, that's pretty chalk. Tulin out. I'm surprised Tulin didn't retire. I thought that would be his last cycle, but he's got one more in him, I guess. Heinema in from 186. 15-14. 15-12, which is like 13-12, and then you counter out. And then 15-14 again over Stankiewicz. So that's an insane run right there. Galley in, that's pretty chalk. Yu in, that's pretty chalk over Farjanov, though it's 8-7. That's funny. I wonder what happened there. My clubmate Masika in from 55th. So Rodriguez took out Tulin, and then Lambert took out Rodriguez. Youssef Shamel from 15th over Taylor, and then out to Volensky from 79th over Teo Brochard, which is not easy. Gavalda in, that's pretty, no, 111th out of over Gaetani. Allegre in, that's pretty chalk. Felipe Frazao in from 127th over Jesus Limardo. 15-7, that's not even difficult. It's insane. Alright, what do we got going on here? Kino over Heinema. That's almost worth watching just to see what Heinema fence is like. Masiko over Ingfak. Bardene versus Elcord. Elcord's a really smart fencer. Zulinski, Mao, Piate, Gallic, Imre Cohen. That'll be interesting. Loyola Castelhi. Fafford Park, Volensky Ho, Kamata Lan. Andrasvi Krasniuk. See, Mahmoud El Sayed. This is John Joseph Kendrick. I do feel like people have started to figure out the El Sayeds a little bit. Cruz versus Harry, almost tempted to watch that. Freilich versus Adrian. Vishkar versus Correnti. Frazao, Di Veroli, Koch, Gavalda, McDowell, Yu. It's supposed to be now. Still nothing. Oh, live in 23 hours. Okay, so I'm just totally clicking on the wrong thing. What's today? The 29th. Okay, scheduled for 12. This is last year's music. Yeah, this is last year's. Sorry. I promise I checked the timing and it said 11. Alright, we'll finish this off, then I'll go get a drink, then I'll see what happens. I'll say Butticino. I'll say Butticino. Said Guticino. So Harry this was so clean in Budapest that he made it impossible for Elsa to get anything done. I don't know that Italians fence quite that clean in favor of a more dynamic style. So that might be one Elsa can get through. Milden, Booty Man. Alright, pools. Let's see. Pianfetti, straight through. BB, straight through. Yildirim, only one loss. Santiago Madrigal, who was like burst onto the scene last year and then was silent this year. I remember him because I thought he was an old fencer, but it turns out there's another fencer with the same name. Ha Han Sol, their new Korean champ. I don't actually know if he's Korean champ, but he's a really good Korean. Baptiste Dubari, Zamari with a loss. Toth, very good fencer. Christian Rab, very good fencer. Pietro Torre, new to me. Cato Streets, only 3-3. Wow. Another Yildirim, I bet that's a younger brother. Cavalieri, only. That's a small pool. Is that a small pool? 4-2. Maybe it's not a small pool. Mohammed Fatohi, wow. Easy pool though. Will Morrill, all wins, fair enough. Mativ, all wins. Marchenko and Olivier Desrosier. Teodosiu and Mueller. Sarkisian, fair enough. Jonathan Webb, 3-3. Not much else in there. Remy Garrigue, 5-1, but one loss to an Indonesian fencer. Indonesian fencer, I'm not sure. A different Kovalu, I think. That's another really long name. Park Jung Ho. Razvan Usarchi, who is enormous. Just incredibly big. Only one loss to Zhang Han Gil from Korea. He's probably 2/3 the size. Anybody here good? No. Horvat. Anybody here good? Maybe it is India. Antonio Heathcock, 5-1, which is equally crazy. This guy's like 16. And they're both like, here's the other Horvat. He's the other Heathcock, and they're both really, really good. Karlstadt Ringius is a friend of mine from online. Really close, but he said these were really close bouts, so good for him. Andrea Olivier. Nicholas Ilyash. Lev Ben Avram. Okay. Let's see, we got 268 fencers in Sabre, which is the smallest of the weapons. Or Vizadze, the other Vizadze goes through, which is not surprising, except that it came from 65th. Vecchis Cavalli, I've never heard of him before, but I'll keep an eye out for his name. Dibari Kuderk. Low goes through. Wow, Kuro Bakuli goes through from Kazakhstan. Kindler goes through. That makes sense. Gamesi goes through. That makes sense. Fewer upsides in Sabre generally because of right of way. Kovalia goes through. Lukashenko goes through. Kokobu out. I saw him versus Bizadze. Saw that bout that Stars of Chaos uploaded. And it was one of the best losing performances I've ever seen. So, yeah. He's really good, but just Lukashenko's also really good. It's all that comes down to. And it went chalk. Cavalieri through. Jong through. Santiago Madrigal through. Good to see him back up on it. Levin Avram through. Voragun Srinuwalnad through from the 4 seed from Thailand. I did not know they had a fencing presence in Thailand of this quality. But good for him. Versace out to Dalos. Coming in from 62nd. El Arabi out to Fernandez Blanco, which is technically chalk. Mignuzzi out to Yagodka, which is not chalk, but Yagodka is better than 83rd seed. Olaf Stasiak over Nitu. Do Gyeongdong over Yulian Teodosio, which is surprising. Dong over Thompson is surprising. The Dong over Teodosio is surprising. Garrigue over Sarkisian is normal. Tony Heathcock out to Kostenko, which is surprising. Heathcock over Homer. Homer is really impressive because he's had to change his fencing style like 3 times to keep up with. He's been fencing for like 20 years, and to keep up with the changes in right of way calling, he's had to change it like 3 times. Daniele Franciosa over Kato Streets, and then Moran over Franciosa. Kodirov, Archvadze. I don't know why the Georgian Sabres are so good and everybody else from Georgia is so bad. Like, I don't know if there's any relevant Georgian epeists or any relevant Georgian foilists coming to mind offhand. Saran, very good. Doing a double upset over Latapi. And, not an upset over Lung, but only because Lung upset Desrosier. Broniszewski over Tulikov. Ilderim through, that makes sense. V through, his Hungarian, that makes sense. And Zatmari out to Hishuk, which is shocking in its own way. All right, O versus Wei, Olivier, V. Spazate versus Dalos. Let's see, the other Bazadze versus Jean-Philippe Petris. Park versus Sarin. BB versus Broniszewski. Colin versus Lohotin. Putting a mental pin in to check what Colin Heathcock is like in 10 years when his reflexes have slowed down. See how his fencing has changed. Let's see, anything else good? Ha Han Sol versus Leon Schaffler. Luigi Cavalieri, team kill. Kuratoli versus Karbulkuli. And the other Patrice versus Archvadze. So a bunch of really good bouts. And that's all we got. Okay, we're going to take a quick break while I go get some water and do a bio break. And then by the time I get back, hopefully, the fencing will have started. Still. Seem to have made a tactical error when it comes to scheduling this stream. Ah, no, here we are. Just dropped it all at the bottom. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Let's see what's good in Sabre. That was a bad idea. Okay, let's do this a different way. Let's see, we're looking for the 11:30 bouts. For the 10 o'clock bouts, looking at the 10 o'clock bouts. If you're here, or I don't know if anybody's here, you get a vote in what we say, what we watch. But if you're not here, well, then you should be here. Let's see. Let's go watch O. Let's go watch O. Let's go watch O. It's blue.
Morales, közvetlen utánok pedig a 8-ason jön Gémesi Csanád, méghozzá a német Max Laurin Müller ellen 10-45-ös tervezett kezdéssel, és nagyjából ugyanekkor a 6-os Báston majd Todd Bertalan a német Frederik Kinder ellen. Úgyhogy kifejezetten a színes pástokra, tehát itt a lelátó előtti területre, a kiemelt pástokra fókuszálunk. A kék pástok 10 órától majd a világranglista első helyzetje a koreai Ho Sang-uk, kínai Wei Chen-hao ellen vív. Aztán a sárga pástok 10 órától egy másik koreai Park Sang-won, az amerikai Mitchell Saron ellen. Az 5 páston kezdésnek Fares Rezsalét láthatjuk, Tunéziai, majd az ukrán Andrei Jagorkával vív, és a piros páston a világranglista 8. olasz Michele Gallo, a lengyel Simon Ricsuk ellen. Tehát ezekkel indul majd a színes pástokon a küzdelem.
Yeah, there's just nothing there. FIU saying not particularly good. But at least it's consistent, so you can learn to work with it. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. I just switched to a wired connection on the theory that okay, this is more reliable data, better streaming. Probably doesn't make a difference, but it makes me feel better. And that really what it's all about. Oh, okay. So it is. But no, I thought it was just basically.
nice of the top route here, and I do it myself, but after one flight, I'm finding like this is it. I need to make a new one. Yeah. I will visit doing your life.
What I get for fun. Okay. And but what I just said, another probably 5 minutes.
Krisztiánt várjuk a 8-as pástól. Pillanatokon belül elindulnak majd az első asszok, tehát Krisztiánt várjuk a 8-as pástra. Done second in the world, half a point, done nothing. Or not done nothing. Obviously making it to a World Cup, much as the top 74 is a huge accomplishment. What I mean is he hasn't won any medals, which is such an extremely different statement. I didn't have to clarify that. I don't know what the delay is.
Please start the matches.
Hang up.
All right, let's get it started.
Hang up. Wait. Halt.
Hard.
Hang up. Wait. Allez. Halt. Attack.
Classic Korean long lunge from the go.
Hang up.
Wei just not quite used to it yet. Late on the parry.
Wait. Allez. Halt. Attack de gauche touche. Merci.
But he gets his own back doing something pretty similar, honestly, getting a late attack and delaying his attack long enough to go around the parry.
Halt. Attack low. Bonne attaque.
But quick to readjust. Quickly sees that he's missed the opportunity there.
Hang up.
But Wei gets too close, and now he does counterattack with closeout.
Prêt, allez.
So that's 3 and 1
En garde.
of Wei getting right of way, and always 1-2 of them, which is not a great start for Wei.
Prêt, allez.
Oh, kind of a half-hearted attack in the middle as Wei comes in. Let's see his defensive style. That goes through.
En garde.
It feels a little bit already like Wei's fencing standard issue Sabre.
Allez.
And O is
En garde.
kind of feasting on it.
En
He's
garde, s'il
just
vous plaît.
fun. He's not, well, I don't want to say fundamental. He's just a very different, better fencer than most.
Prêt, allez. Allez, l'attaque l'autre, on attaque.
But you're gonna have to really adjust how you fence if you want to beat him. This is cup. Sorry, I'm trying to check who he went to. Alright, 6-1 as we get a weapon change.
En garde. En garde.
Frequently psychological. If you feel like your weapon is giving you an issue,
Prêt,
change.
allez. Allez, attaque de bras touche. 3.
Not that it helps much, but
Anga.
now your mind is set because you know your new weapon works.
Prêt, allez.
Eisenhower Kolumbikov from neutral countries over Nabea. So Nabea had the big upset as 1-2 over 27. So nobody extremely strong for Wei in his route to the 64. Definitely always the largest fencer he's faced in pools since then. Wow, okay. I swear I had 2 cups of coffee this morning. Always is far and away the best fencer he's faced in DEs in this tournament and possibly his career. Which is, you know, a good thing considering how it's just how the nature of fencing is. You go and you go and go until you hit somebody who's just way better than you. Or you're like, or Borel or somebody who's just always way better.
En garde. Prêt, allez. Allez, attaque direct touche. 3.
Oh, just a little bit quicker to realize the situation that they both gone, they both stopped. O takes over fast and Wei just almost caught napping, but just not used to the speed at which O is making
Allez, attaque de
decisions.
gauche. 3.
Gets one back there,
En garde.
but this will be very educational for him.
Prêt, allez.
Very good from O. He quick to take over right of Wei in the box.
En garde.
Slows down when he realizes that Wei he's won it and he doesn't want to over pursue. Resets.
Allez. Allez, l'attaque pareil. La riposte touche.
Oh, I thought that got through. So Wei asking for replay. If I ever make it to a 64 bout and I get replay, I'm definitely asking for replay, and even if it's like a 1 light for me, I say, hey, replay, just for the experience of saying replay.
Pareil, la riposte.
I thought he got it in, but it's hard to tell. My pet theory is that we should have cameras on top of the strip so we can see things like that because you can't see it from the side.
Prêt? Allez.
Another trample attack from Ola running him down.
En garde. Prêt? Allez. Ah, l'attaque première, non. Attaque du bras touche. Bon.
He's so balanced when he does that. Like, way zoom off the strip. Oh, immediately has to change direction, and he keeps his balance. Makes it very so easy. That's attack no from the right. And then counterattack from the left arrives. You can see there, 2 touches ago I said, oh, it's so balanced going backwards. And Wei going backwards in the same situation is stumbling and falling. And that gives O lots of time to reset and set up a good attack.
Prêt? Allez. Allez, attaque de gauche.
Trying for a little bit of a fancy duck.
En garde. Prêt? Allez.
So calm down a little bit from Wei. He's back against the wall, he's stepping up.
En garde. Prêt? Allez.
Alright, and about. That was quick, that was easy, that was fast. We got Park versus Saren on the other side is 11. Hoping never gets time. What looks interesting? 11-8. Oh, BB is losing. I do like this integration. Oh, we got another one that's... So the one I've also started in Marrakech. We got another one without any overlay, which is killing me. That's 3-1 song, probably. Pressing, now counter pressing. Now really just pressing herself. I thought she'd be taking a much more passive approach to this bout. Trying to conserve energy as the better counter pressing opponent. On the other hand, in Budapest, I feel like we were watching her, and we also commented on how aggressive she is. So you'll never know. Maybe this is just new strategy is push hard and get the pushes and not wait for them to come to you. You can make a base as a counterattacking defender, more so in women's than in men's. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to rotate your touches. If you just sit there and wait for them, you're going to lose. You you have to be active because you're not really pushing. Hiro Kishimoto being more active, looking for the blade. Keeping her tip moving. Ooh, good touch there. Elbow and drop barely making my hand. Song goes low, doesn't happen. Song goes 1-2. The wrist. First one, Kishimoto attempts to counterattack. Song sees that, realizes her hand is still out, and goes deep for the second for the knee. That last touch, Song just goes low, which is her patent specialty. Flushing there from Kishimoto. I'm totally playing with my stream, not really watching without. But I will see. Oh, that's not what I meant at all. Counterattack to the wrist there from Song, kind of lazy and easy about it. Flush from Song. Way out of distance. Kishimoto parries. This is a wrong counter. Song goes in and it's kind of this better frontal kind of approach. Song hit the side there trying to take a parry, which didn't hit for a little bit. Ooh. Good cream inflate there from Kishimoto, keeping it pretty close into 7-4. Good awareness touch. I've seen the situation. Making the right action. So I'm trying another out of distance flush from knees. Kishimoto kind of finding her confidence here. A lot of times we watch these bouts where one fencer is supposed to be extremely outclassed, and it's kind of close like this, but it's just been a lot of lucky touches kind of from the wrist fencer. But here, those are 2 or 3 touches in a row where Kishimoto's really been aware of the distance and how it's changing and is ready for what's coming. Whether that's the Song trying to infight or whether that's Song out of distance flushing, looking for the knees. A little bit out of distance there from Kishimoto, giving Song an easy counter. But that's kind of what happens. When Song is you're out of distance from the flushing, that's what she's going backwards. I thought I had that. I'm very active with the hand. High, low, high, low, high, low. Just making Kishimoto feel the pressure. And this is technically a card because it's defense, but nobody's ever going to card Song for that. And really, you shouldn't card anybody for that. I shouldn't say that. They would card Song for that if the card is anybody for that. They don't card for that anymore. It's just a weird push a few years ago. So Song going high low, Kishimoto just barely getting out of the way. Which is really what you're supposed to do, it's a good thing. Kishimoto, another really good touch. Song goes in, Kishimoto finds the blade in the 6. Song immediately goes for their knees. But Kishimoto holds the 6, finds their knees, holds it through their knees and then hits. As you get a double there, and 7. So this is a really good fencing by Kishimoto. Song still holding on to that 2-touch lead. We'll see what happens soon. High low again from Song. The classicest of touches from her. Kishimoto pushing a little bit too hard. Song going high low into it. Ooh, finds it. Song not stuck in place, not willing to retreat, not able to retreat, not prepared to retreat, leaning back instead. And then that exposes the whole upper thigh to Kishimoto's 8. And she finds her touch. Another really, really well set up touch by Kishimoto. This is another one almost where it's Kishimoto's not used to fencing somebody with Song's physical capabilities, and so she's just getting beat off of I didn't know you could hit me from there. I didn't know anybody could hit me from there. Core. I learned this the hard way at my last in-house tournament that core stops the action no matter who causes it, which is unideal in my opinion. But I was on that side of it, so I'm not this side. I look hard for core to avoid the touch. The touch awarded. They look hard for core to avoid the touch. Maybe I look hard for jostle. That makes more sense. Some high, low with the tip again. Going in for the wrist. Long attack again from Kishimoto, and she hits the remise. Stays in the lunge almost. Song goes for the quick counter. Kishimoto ready for it. Take 6, remises forward. That is an athletic, well set up touch. And this has now gotten really interesting. With a minute left in the third and only down by 1, and Kishimoto showing she can get her touches. Oh, but that's probably sealed it. Song says, I'm still better than you. Double there. And about. Good bout though. I am extremely impressed with Kishimoto. I went back to the on-guard line to salute my opponent after I lost. I turned around and he wasn't there, and I waited, and he was just like taking his stuff off. I mean, he wanted to like getting ready for the next bout and sipping water, and then he looks over at me and he sees me waiting. He runs back. And he's like, well, you didn't, I didn't salute me, so I thought you didn't want to salute. Because he was used to saluting when the bout happened, when the bout ended, and I was used to going back to the on-guard line, so we were both kind of ignoring each other. Alright. I'm surprised. I guess they got to do two flights of women's before they can get to the men. Anything good Sabre wise? BB took it out over Brzezinski, 15-14. Park over Saren. Lukashenko, Colin over Lohotin. Ferjani over Yagutka, 15-14. That tracks Yagutka's really good. Lev 8-7, Hahansol 9-8. Garrigue 8-6. Okay. I'm looking for the 920 bouts. Tamara Luti, Jade Sursod. I'm gonna poke around, see if there's anything worth watching. We're watching into this. There's an Avram Mohammed in there. That's 12-13. Ooh, good single light from Ledvin Avram. 13-14. That is not Levin Avram. Levin Avram is on the other side. 10-12. This is, I have no idea. Estenko. Shen. 13-14. 14-14. Oh, got the parry for the single light to close it out. Well done. Unfortunate. Had it in the bout. Lukashenko is going away with this. Okay. Okay, that was a 10-15 bout according to this page. So that means they are 2 hours behind in Hungary, 3 hours behind in Marrakech. Okay, we gotta pick a bout. We're gonna pick Kofayeta versus Chip 7. Okay. Take your time. 2 seconds. This is, I said, Kofayeta. This is 6 seconds. Dynamic and I'll kind of looking for from my power and the exercise. Yes. It's still the first period here. Slowly closing the distance. The distance is closing. It is unironically difficult for me to tell who's actually doing it. doing the hang out in distance menacingly, defense swing and menacingly. He's constantly on the blade, disrupting his step. And really good timing goes from Toyota, even though she misses the final action. Missouri goes past her, possibly Toyota goes past, and then 2 or 3 passes later, Missouri's plate goes off. So that's much too. They're getting very deep in there. Right at the attacking into their retreat, and this is a little bit like a sneaky talking about there. High low from Toyota. They're keeping the time really well. I got a big monitor here, and I don't usually press this because it's almost too big. But I think on the stream it's better. Expanded the distance again, still nothing done. Oh, and there we go. Toyota finally goes in, finds the distance, sees the lack of reaction she's been getting from the zero, is minimal reaction, and punishes it with a big step forward. And causes the zero to thankfully. Clearly, hang out in distance, using the presence of, using just your presence in distance to pressure the zero, and farming the openings off of that. The zero needs to find a way to force her to stop doing it. I think she's a little bit too passive in the sense that she's a zero. She's waiting for Nicole to do something, for her head to do something, and trying to cue off of that. That's not great because what isn't doing until she finds the right moment. So the zero has to start generating more opportunities and make it difficult for Toyota to come into that distance or force her to move out of that distance since she's already pushing a little bit more early even to start it. Now you can see Toyota doing more back and forth, which is kind of what we're wanting to see from her, from the viewer's perspective. The goes a little bit too close. Expecting the jump back from Toyota, doesn't get it. Jumps in, Toyota sees the opportunity, uses fast press. single long action from Brazil. Not relying on any particular reaction from Troy. I think there hasn't been one. It's so straight and hits. Going high, low, high, low, high, low, playing with the blade, and then almost Yuraka is still waiting for her opportunity to go, isn't really giving Brazil anything, and so Brazil goes low and hits the kick. Really well done distraction play. We've hit equilibrium in the changing strategies of the scout. Neither fencer doesn't get anything. And Brazil gets her own restriction in response. So I think it's her own foot touch. What do we get? Yeah, that's pretty clearly a foot touch. That's actually a really good, if you guys can see it right here. There's the tip, there's the foot, and there's the light on. And then it goes off to the side. So definitely a foot touch. all we got. Seems like a bit of a call. So I go back and forth, and then to stop coming backwards and left. Make a push and wants to make an attack. Zero almost gets through, so I can find a nice parry. Zero gets barely out of the way in time. So I can push it through and keeping forth a little bit further out than the first period. Looking for longer ways to talk about that. But whenever it gets too close, there's just a little half attack to the wrist. And that keeps Toya farther away. So I can flash a little bit out of distance, and even though Berserk is in the middle of an action, it's not much away that I'm able to push onto the double. Oh, Berserk a little bit late behind on that head. Oh, great from Berserk. That's probably looking to see if it was score. I think he has a higher quality shot than us. What I would like to see from the Americans is better. Oh! Late comeback from Missouri. Now she's got some lead in that line. I'd like to see Missouri defeat under her when she retreats, not start crossing over backwards. Doubles don't really matter, but it just kind of with all of her setup. I'd like to see take at least 30 seconds on this next back time. I think it's a really good opportunity. Tempting from the zero that step in. Really tempting, but I'm pretty sure she's looking for that, looking for the six. But I'm sorry I cannot to go there. Enough way to really thinks it was a floor. I kind of think it was a floor too. Too much pushing too early. 20 seconds, 30 seconds, especially 50 seconds. A lot of time in an epic. Working on Sabre. Pues yeah, that was it. See where we are on P screen. Okay, so that's kind of between bouts. Let's see. Watch Sikloshi. Oh yeah, here. Oh, it's been about an hour, so we're going to insert an ad. Nobody watching right now anyway. Kurt Holy is getting on strip. That's the 10:45 bout versus Kolbek. Doe versus LCC. Off.
Nos, hát sajnos kétszoros magyar vereséggel folytatódott itt a világkupa, hiszen a legjobb 32-et jutásait Alos Benedek alaposan megszorogatta Sandro Bazácét, de végül is a grúz versenyző 15-12-vel jobbnak bizonyult. Ugyanez lett a vége. A spanyol bizonyított 15-12-vel, tehát Nikolásztól és valószínűleg búcsúztunk, de mindig van két magyar. Turberta Frederik Hitler ellen, a hatos pástól, illetve Némesi család, a szintén német Max Laurin Müller ellen, a 8-as pástól.
Please start the matches.
So this is Jean-Philippe Patrice versus Becca Bezadze. Jean-Philippe Patrice's brother is Sebastian Patrice. Notable to me that punched over on guard he has. Finally we're getting started here.
Anga. Wait. Allez.
Good pull from Patrice as he starts to zoom down to attack forward. Zaze goes for the counter, misses, Patrice flies forward, finishes. Good first touch.
Wait, allez.
Foot crossing? Yeah, foot crossing. Is it calling for a replay? Totally crossing forward.
Anga, I was just checking if you cross your feet. Parere post. Anga.
1-1. Wow, I'd really blue ball.
Prêt, allez. Droite direct, attaque de gauche, touche 3.
Back left, yeah. Zaze just really running forward and Patrice using the simple attack into it. Zaze is looking to run him down and doesn't get it.
Anga. Prêt, allez. Attaque, touche 3.
Good pull from Patrice. Not quite good enough.
C'est mon attaque. Anga. Prêt, allez. Attaque de gauche,
Good straight attack from Patrice. Zaze looking for a carry, but just Patrice holds, or maybe he does disengage, but either way, Zaze finds it in the totally wrong line.
Anga. Prêt, allez.
It's very loud.
Anga.
The Hungarians love their sabre.
Prêt, allez.
Oh! Barely nicks the mask on his way back with almost no forward momentum.
Anga. Prêt, allez. Attaque pour faire touche.
Good attack from Zaze. Finds the blade on the way in for some reason.
Anga.
And then just really quick forward. Patrice gotta
Anga.
speed up his retreats a little bit if he wants to get away from those. It's the second one where Zaze is nicked the
Prêt,
mask.
allez. Anga. Prêt, allez.
That was kind of a half-hearted swing. He knows he missed before he even did, but he's going to finish it off anyway. Trying for line to slow down Patrice, but Patrice does a good job of dealing with it. Zaze ends up going for a desperation duck 5, but Patrice pretty easily goes around it. Back within 1.
Prêt, allez.
Patrice early forward off the line, but Zaze building a long attack. That flunge he has is a really pretty flexible weapon. He's got the long flunge forward that he's got build up with. And he's got a really quick one with almost no wind up at all. It doesn't go very far, but it's so fast he gets switches off of it. Like it finds the blade, looks for gets a pair of posts. Patrice thinks he got through. Pretty sure that's the right call.
Prêt, allez.
Pull from Patrice. See, this is one of the problems with Sabre is that should morally be Patrice's touch. Really, questionably in the rules, that could have been his first action after Zaze stepped off. And we lost everything but a single light to Patrice.
Anga.
So it's definitely something that needs to be dealt with. It's not as bad as like all the obvious cheating.
Prêt, allez.
Missed the counterattack from Patrice.
After the touch, in the continuity of the touch.
1 minute.
Farther ahead we can see. Touch awarded. Fun bout. They need a better background. I don't like it how much black there is. It would be better if there are people talking in the chat. But it's really for most of you on a Saturday. I can understand they need to see.
Anga. Ah, okay, he didn't ask the video, but he asked me to check. Anga. 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 Wait. Allez.
Another swing and miss for Patrice.
Anga. Sulla conti. Anga.
How do you get it? Oh no, that's like 3 feet away.
Anga. Anga. Prêt, allez.
Almost a really nice counterattack from Zadze.
Anga.
Patrice in like the last microsecond gets his blade on.
Prêt, allez.
There's the parry on the flush. On the plunge. That's what Patrice has been looking for all battle.
Anga. Prêt, allez.
Let's hear this one more time.
Prêt, allez.
Yeah, Zadze goes first.
Anga. Prêt, allez.
Ooh. Both of them looking for defense. It's very rare. Patrice tries to pull, but Zadze tries to duck 5. And then one awkward, very small moment where they're both kind of looking at each other, expecting an attack that doesn't come. Patrice finds the moment first because he's not squatting,
Allez.
and gets the touch.
Allez, attaque gauche.
Yeah, back left, straight through.
Masque, s'il vous plaît. Masque, s'il vous plaît. And to the line, please. Anga.
Yellow card. Is he finally getting carded for crossing?
Masque. Allez, attaque gauche.
No. I don't know. I don't know what the card's for. A lot of weird cards today.
Anga. Anga.
Push from Zadze that we miss. Patrice is true to come back on.
Prêt, allez.
Another good pull.
Attaque, non, attaque. Point.
But Zadze goes for the remise, but he's really like just not getting that. It is more possible now than it was 5-10 years ago. But that's definitely Patrice's touch. As soon as he went back, he went forward.
Prêt,
allez.
Patrice hits him with a flange of his own, and we have tied it up.
En garde. En garde. Oui, allez.
Ooh, late parry succeeds from Bizadze. I thought Patrice had him going all the way.
En garde. Oui, allez. En garde. En garde. To the line. You go for the blade. Space and then it's attack. En garde.
If you do white with a black
Oui,
shadow,
allez.
always readable. Ooh, great pull from
Ah,
Patrice.
quand l'attaque pareil, l'attaque.
Waits on it.
Yes, it's crossing.
En garde. En garde. En garde. Oui, allez. Ah, l'attaque de gauche touche pas.
Good,
En garde.
tight
Deux.
call. Tight
Mika.
action from Patrice. Bizadze stops, goes, but he's going for a long attack. I think Patrice is going to pull. Patrice with a really tight counterattack in, and now he's one away from winning.
Oui, allez.
Bizadze's not going out without a fight.
En garde.
That makes sense to all. Code Robot Klingen for 5% off.
Oui, allez.
And there it is.
One light. Salut.
I touch him.
She's caught on something? Why is he not saluting her? Kind of an iffy salute. It's always funny in Epee when somebody starts screaming, not in Epee, in Sabre, somebody starts screaming for the touch, and it's just not, like they didn't even get a light on. Oh, a perfect coming back. Wow. Coming to the end of this round.
Outside the photo.
The two-piece blue, I can read, I swear. Let's get it refreshed. Okay. Well, it's frozen, but in theory that's turn an oxen reader. And then should be Leonore McKinnon on the left. I guess hire me to run your streams and this won't happen. That's obvious. I mean, that's not true. It's probably a lack of internet in the venue. Okay, what else has happened? Bazadze over Dallas, that makes sense. Morel over Ildirim, this is in Budapest, these are Sabres. Dubari over Trushakov. Park Sangwan over Mitchell. Elliott over Brozhnyshevsky. You talked about all of these. Anything new? Samelli over Cavalieri. I think that's a generational map of like old Italian versus young Italian. Sebastian Patrice over Arshadze. The men still haven't fenced, which is weird. I guess they haven't quite finished with the women, they're just running really late. It's frustrating. I wanted to see that bout, but it's frozen. Let's go watch that because I like Kaylin. Yeah. Just graduated college. Congratulations. I definitely full screen that. Much of the key tempo action from Sia. He went 58 minutes straight and didn't really wait to see what philosophy action is. You know what else in the rotation of all this action actually predicted right this time? Or maybe not, maybe it's better.
阿姐把这里走了。
But short target finish into opponent's figure two. If you have another near. Like also very safe from that play. The Kowalczyk knows Sierra's 8. Goes low. Lets it take the 8. And then Sierra disengages high. Kowalczyk follows the disengage. Take 6 with that, take 6 with that, and then hit. See what Sid's going to finish with now. Very surprising. Watch it straight up miss and should have been an easy counter pass for a skill. Tries it and just doesn't get it. And then watch it get the shot. It was also a second goal. So he's got to switch things up somehow over here because he's pushing and pushing. And then Kowalczyk is letting her come. Playing with the distance the whole time. Instead of looking for the there's just this to put out on the fire. Still probably like the assets and special the community of Kowalczyk and Mary Kowalczyk and just gets him another one. Getting still back to control. So here's some triple beat rolling back. Kowalczyk gives up a lot of space, but she doesn't have a lot of it. Yeah, gets Kowalczyk off balance, and then the flush finishes her off and she kind of just falls off. Really intense touch. Kowalczyk's like front knee is turned in, and I don't like it. And that's the second or third time she's now pushed her off balance. And it's going to be a big weakness. And she has picked up on that. I think she has. The weakness here specifically is that Kowalczyk is not good at going backwards. Which is bad because she keeps moving backwards. She doesn't give herself space to go backwards. Not quite what we were talking about in terms of getting the Kowalczyk to go backwards, but she found her own way to do it. And obviously, if you haven't noticed, I'm not a world-class épée coach. I'm just a guy with a camera. All right, Lauren Remby, Pauline Brunet. $15.11. Nope, that was the last bout. Seems like we're in breaks generally. See if Pispu is coming. Okay, 2 minutes left for oximeter. 4-2 oximeter. We're just gonna start back from the beginning of this bout where it's frozen. That's it. And she is back up. Assistant takes that 15-11. Over 5. I did say 16-11. I don't know. I suspect what happened there, as I think about it, is in the couldn't call for video. I realized the video wasn't working. There's supposed to be a video ref. I don't know why he didn't notice. He didn't notice. There you go. That out. Let's go. What happened? Carry counterattack from oximeter. Carry replace, I should say. It's just counterattack that I don't understand how she's getting it. A really phenomenally well-developed sense of when to counterattack and how far to step back. And just something about her really invites people to attack her. There it is. That was two attacks in a row where Kierna kind of did a half step forward and couldn't jump backwards, and this time the opponent just went through it, knowing that wasn't going to anything. I have definitely found somebody who was taught a third time go action, and it was really easy to continue how he was doing it. Because you do a thing and you do a thing. And you do it again, and he would go and you'd be able to throw the post. Good flush from McKinnon, kind of blocking out the counter attack from the oximeter. I still don't understand why I can't do that for something. That's because she can also parry. You do it twice and then you're up to nothing and then you do it. She's not yet shown she can go to any real offense. speed attack from McKenna and doesn't really go anywhere. Another kind of half-hearted attack. She's almost like swiping her blade up, down, not going forward. She's so out of sync there. I don't know how McKinnon's not hitting her. Just barely getting just letting the blades get tangled up. And just enough to get McKinnon to miss. And then McKinnon gets annoyed. And then Oxenberger hits. Genuinely cannot do that. Push the tug. She makes her opponent's punch bad. Just like there's just enough blade counter there to confuse McKinnon with reflexes and like get her caught in between an opposition and a carry, and then legitimately really good blade work from Canada to disengage and hit.
But not as much more.
Such a big reset in such a small action.
Opa! Oh yeah!
Blades never get tangled. Never copycats on the blade right now. Never really commits. I want to see a little bit of what we saw there. I think it's more aggressive.
Come on, Tierna, lock in.
Distance changes. Like really forcefully step in. Maybe with a beat or blade pressure, and then go back out, and then really forcefully step in, and then force her to think about it more. Good flip there from McKinnon onto the arm, just go back and forth. Like this. McKinnon's just pushing hard. And so Oxenberger just doesn't have the same space to play with as she should.
Your touch, Tierna, your touch.
And you know, like here, Oxenberger's never gonna chase you out. And frankly, she tends to end up a little bit gangly also.
You gotta fight, Tierna.
Over there, clutch double for Oxenberger. Oh, we've only got 16 seconds left. I wonder if she's pushing so hard. Oh my God, that was so close for McKinnon. This is like a little frustrating because you definitely figured her out just a little bit too late. Let's see what the next round is like. 15-12 action. Definitely gonna watch that though. This is some versus. Mahari 55 over Kai. And there it is. Taking a look at the results from Senior Women's Epee. Sanxera over Rishimoto, Krizio over Ultjarn, Lambria up, Brunei up, Kharkova up, Rodopoulou up. I've never heard of her before, and Bekmarzova is pretty good, so. Oxenreader Husissian is going to be really interesting. They've definitely fenced a lot. Mahari Martani. Pulling Mahari for that one. Nam Krivitskaya. Krivitska. Flamingo Favre. Another Favre. Kirstenbrook versus Breich. Breich was like killing it in pools and the prelims, and now she's at 13-12. Differt Hilbrig. Oh, Santuccio out. That's about worth watching, I guess. Gandasmi over Perkovsky. Murtazaeva over Louis Marie. Bezura over Foyete, we saw that one. Ndola over Chinova. Lim over Folomayeva. Brovko over Klughart. Sia over Kowalczyk, which was closer than we thought. Yusi Han, Belyaeva, Lehes, Emmerich. So that's 3 of the 4 Estonians into the 32. Nabet over Pavlovska, 15-14. Ritzi over Park. We're finally into the men. Let's just see. Finally into the men. Okay. Hold that thought. Let's see what we want to watch. We want to watch a Slaughter. We want to watch Emmerich. People like Emmerich. Oh, we want to watch Cruz. That's the next round. Kachkavalda. We don't want to watch Curtis. Let's watch Emmerich. Where is he? 11:25, strip 5. Okay. It's not now. We got Nicer Mosin. Cano. This will be a better bout. Streams are killing me. They're just awful. See if the heads just aren't completely cut off here, because this is a really awful camera angle. And it's silent. Yeah, we got, okay, we're gonna go back to Cano. Hopefully that one will be better. That was a really awful. Not great. It's better. I mean, there's nothing of clarity. Very classic looking touch on the left in Panama. Arm half extended, feet staying wide apart. Clean lunge. Very nice. It's Kino going back far enough to counterattack misses. Great counterattack there from Panama. He goes back, keeps his feet on him, good forward, really quick way forward. There it is from Canel. Just really good blade work pushing forward. Animal push. I'm a relaxed, that's what it is. Arm farther back, a little bit more active with it. Going down into absence. Wow, good touch there from Hanema. I really thought the card for turning the back for Cano. That was a really far over. Really far around. Another good one from Hanema. Just finding the moment that Cano's is really looking for the blade and getting through it. Almost gets the foot there. Recognizes that ducking counter from Hanema that he's done a few times. And goes there to take advantage of it. He's only got 7 seconds left. Just keeping his arm out there, hoping for anything that might happen. There's not much analysis to do here, it's just early in the first period. They're still filling each other out. Back is extended on guard. Something so slow. Gotta go back. Just so fast. Hanema definitely holding his own here. I really like how he's keeping his cool. Ooh, good forward. Kind of twisty forward. Definitely a bit old-fashioned. I think the more modern response there is the flip. There's the 4 back flip that you see a lot of defenses do, but it works. Cano blitz forward with the lightning bolt. to get that touch. So it's interesting really is that Heinemann tends to win the longer sequences and Pinot tends to win the go forwards fast. Like that was 3 or 4, like it was a quick 3 or 4 actions. 3 or 4 attempts by each frontal to hit there. Heinemann came out ahead. Pinot's been getting off of this surprising Heinemann and slip forward from far away. Heinemann just, it's foreshortened because of the height, but Heinemann is very lengthy. Which is different to know some of the prior post. Oh yeah, No's ready and waiting for that one. I'm not sure what he saw from Heinemann to know that flush was coming, but definitely waiting for this. So clean to 6 and to clean. Here we go. Pinot matching Heinemann's extended on guard now. Keeps him a little bit farther away. Not quite enough though. Good long lunge from Pinot there. Pinot's starting to almost face like off here. His team on guard, his team extended on guard. Over there. And that's the kind of touch that Heinemann is getting. So now that it goes. Now that one's a double no. I think that's going to be one. That's the 4 flick I was talking about. Where Heinemann went around like this to hit the 4. Notice goes for the flick like that. I mean, it was nowhere near the floor, so it shouldn't have made the touch. Back now, starting to push more. Now into the third. I don't know why Heinemann is doing that. We won PDEs in Budapest and lost 15-14 to Chicago. It was a very good result. Good flush from Cano. Heinemann going a little bit out of distance, pushing a little bit too much. Actually, every time this coaches, they get the fucking hand back out. Now it hits the ground. Oh yeah. Now hoping for the coupe. Anima extends just enough that Cano can't clear his step, and so the counter the knees fails, and then Hanma gets the set. We still got one more to go. Really good feint disengage from Hanma to tie it up. It's got to be another tournament player. I think the halt was for stepping off and there was two or four. He's trying a lot. He got 2 or 3 decent hand shots there. Just can't quite get it to land. Maybe that's his strategy. Oh, there it is. Yep, nice hand shot. He's just gonna poke at the hand for the rest of the bout, I think, and not let Hanama get in as well. Still a phenomenally good performance by Hanama. Even that double there was really good. Cano saw it going backwards. Saw it kept going, took the 6. Hanama still managed to get the disengage. Martin Levy from the background really know about something. Good patience here from Hanama. He's got a minute left and he needs 1 touch. It's good that he's resetting it. I'm waiting for that 1 touch. This is where we saw Kowalczyk fall down. Where she was down 1 and then started going. It's kind of what Cano was waiting for was that big step in. Or I don't know if that's what he was waiting for. But he was definitely ready for it. Good response by Henama. Really good blade work by Henama. Really clean disengages. Now he's got to start pushing like a little more. Oh, he got it! Wow, well done. Now trying for a 4 Kowalczyk. Not Kowalczyk, she was the other one. And I'm seeing it and disengaging to a really nice hand fist. So, see, patience pays off. There was 50 seconds left and he needed one touch. And he set it up well and he got it. Of course, the Kowalczyk, he pushed and pushed and pushed. There it is. Wow, well done. Do it one more time. Hook the wrist. Heinema he's gotten so many of those touches this bout. Just takes the 6 and disengages. Can't quite get the disengage this time. And a good, really tight bout. Alright, who do we want to watch now? We got the 10:45 bouts. Okay, so the 32 for Sabre has already started. O over Rea. Piece blue. Are there 2 piece blue strips? This will be a fun one. This
So, ladies and gentlemen, the judge, Tomasz Czarna, the world representatives, she was the most popular civil events. The contestants, we have the top civil contestants in Budapest, which will be the first 10.
This will be the just a warm-up. Thank God. That was awful. Let's see. Okay, the 11:30 bouts are done. Gallo over Rab 15-14. I do want to watch that. Not if the anti-aliasing is that bad. See Cohen Emmerich. Can't see Coinenberg, that's not for a while. I think that was the blue one. We saw it still had some fencing on it. This is one of the lucky Israelis. Zuka versus Infect. The lot part about commentating called mate, so I'm not going to do that. Did a Elcord Bardinan strip 5. Nope, we're not going to watch strip 5. That's awful. Right, we're sticking to the colored pieces. Sangyong Faford on yellow. Pin goes a little high. What's saying this is I've seen that 5,000 times before. It doesn't bother me. Hart feints, sees no reaction. His exact same starting motion into a flesh. But Finn's just far enough away to be able to react. Take clean 6. Takes a parry. Finn's a nice guy, man. Small pushes from Finn, just little tiny blade work actions. Just enough to stay active and Wilson apparently very happy with winning that bout. Being going high-low, I'm starting to maybe feel the pressure of his position. Clean flush there, gets the touch. He's got such funky hair, you can see him in the far corner. Those locks. Really cool. It must dye your mask like crazy. I don't know what the deal is, how we get to roll with that, maybe just doesn't care. It would bother me. Looking at the hand, a lot of little bits and schemes here. Little go low, little go high. Ooh. Finn goes high. Sang Young goes low. They both whiff. And Finn just a little bit faster to recover. They're just playing high-level distance games here. And Finn's getting a little bit the better of it every time. But, you know, Park Sang-young's been doing this for ages and ages and ages. Chicky from Sang-young. Goes slow. Finn comes in. And then just Sang-young just keeps his arm out there and Finn runs himself right onto it. I think Sang-young's figured something out now. Now he's going to start queuing off that, the Finn counterattack. I think he's starting to look for that. I don't really have anything to base this off of, except my own intuition. But I have been doing this a long time, so. Yeah, there it is. It's a variant on the low high, but he's looking for Finn to step in on the prep. And whereas before Finn was stepping in and hitting him, now that Sang-young knows it's coming, he's able to beat him for a touch. Sang-young to keep pushing the button that got him his 2 touches. Maybe he does another slightly out of distance flash and another easy pair boost for Finn. It's the same thing. It's Finn goes forward, Sang-young counterattacks. And kick points. I think Sang-young thought Finn would realize and come onto it by now. That's why he flushed for Finn's 6. But it isn't quite happening now. Finn a little bit more pressure, a little bit more aggressive looking. And so Sang Young is a little bit worried to do those big prep actions. He's not sure he can get it out in time. Get the counterattack out in time. And end of the second, 6-4. Finn's gotta not bite. These are the big things. If he manages to not bite, he'll take it home. Okay, that was different. Sang Young goes big prep and doesn't wait for Finn to come forward and just finishes it himself. A good adjustment there when we said that Finn needed to not react. That was an instance where he didn't react, which is what Park had been punishing. And Park punished the non-reaction before he even saw it. Before Finn showed it to him. His move was coming. Finn coming in, double touch. That was two actions. If this had been a Sabre bout, that would have been an attack now. But he does the same thing where he attacks and he just moves his arm out there waiting for Finn's counter attack. Finn rolls himself onto the blade again. Sang Young going high, low, and there. I focus more on Park Sang Young this bout, not Finn Fletcher. So I'm not really sure what he's doing. But I think he's just... Sang Young is just seeing something that isn't there. And that's the third time he's trying to flash into, or basically into Finn's sixth. The Finn's sixth. Well timed straight attack. Finn stepping forward just a little bit. Sang Young goes low, which is the one big difference between before he was kind of just flushing into Finn's six. It makes it easy for him, but Finn's not covering the low line as well as he is covering the high line. Or he wasn't, now he's keeping his blade solid with the low line. Maybe now Park will be able to get a flush out. He's done it 3 times. 2 of them were definitely mistakes. Park should have known better. 8-6 is a much different bout than 8-8. And now Parker looks like he's aiming for, nope, resetting. Ooh, almost got it there too, same idea. That push and leave, and this time Finn steps in and takes the blade. Park barely gets out of the way. We have non-combativity with 13 seconds left in the third. This is the silliest thing. So we got 10 seconds left. Park is pushing and pushing and pushing. I don't think he's gonna go. I think he's gonna go. I would have been insane from Finn if he'd have done that. He'd have hit that over the shoulder. Already left. Doesn't really matter. This bout's been all on Park so far. He's been much more the more active fencer. And so he's not going to let it, like he would have to do something, but he's been doing things all bout anyway, so he's not going to let it go to him. Of course, 30 seconds on. Good attack by Finn. Gets Park moving backwards, saves him a lot of space. 10 seconds. There it is. Ooh, that was a phenomenal bout. Okay, I have no viewers. A little bit tired. So I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Hope for Red that the live streams aren't great because nobody else is awake. Start doing more later streams. This is your reminder, go check out fastcleaning.de for all your blades. Caliber systems, video analysis. Coming soon, you're going to have gloves and socks. And if you use code ROBOTKINGIN, you'll support the channel and children in Ukraine, which is much more important, honestly. Have a good day.